You just said you're just going to start talking, and then you have 5 seconds of dead space.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just going to start talking. I have an intro.
I was going to say these are unprecedented times. You want to know why?
Sure.
This is the first time that we've had a guest on twice.
That's not true. Jerry's been in the background.
Come on.
That's not true.
Featured?
Okay, the second time that we're having a guest for a second time and meaning them to be there.
It's a pleasure to be back, folks.
He's Henry.
Yeah, Henry's here.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Rob, I think.
And I'm Henry.
And I'm Rob.
Nope. God damn it, the nanobots.
And we are Rob.
No.
We are Rob.
We are Rob.
We are Rob.
And this is Any Given Thursday. The dumpster fire for the homeless.
I like that. That could be our tag.
And that's why I said it. I thought it would be a good little catchphrase we could start off all the episodes with.
The dumpster fire for the homeless?
Yeah, you know? Because, like, we're definitely a dumpster fire, but at least someone is benefiting from the warmth, is my thought process.
Okay.
You know? So, like, we're
not too literally. We don't really help the homeless very much that I'm aware of.
No, but
speak for yourself, Rob.
Produce a dumpster fire.
I meant the podcast itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, speak for yourself, Rob.
The podcast helps.
Okay. I hope it does. I just don't know how.
We have one homeless listener, probably.
We have like 2 listeners.
Yeah.
And one of them is at the table.
Yeah, and the other one has a home. Okay, never mind.
We're assuming, of course.
Yeah. Well, at this point, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Hopefully.
But I felt as though Henry needed to come back because I felt as though we didn't get through all the ways that we're all going to die.
Oh, there's more apocalypse out. Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
That can't be the right way to say it, but it's the fun way to say it.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's good.
I'm cool with apocalypse.
I'm all in.
I don't, because I feel like what I was trying to get to last time.
Apocalypse.
Is that on there too?
I mean, first of all, I'm gonna bring up.
Because I thought we got through a few, but it was trying to figure out which one's gonna kill us first.
Yeah, ghosts.
Ghosts? I thought we said ghost was maybe after the maybe rapture.
Yeah, but I mean, ghosts.
Ghosts. We're going ghosts first.
I am. I really enjoyed ghosts.
Why would ghosts be totally fine with us not interfering at all or very little for a million years and then all of a sudden kill us all?
Because they're dumb.
No. You know what this
So
is?
he did not mean that. Ghosts.
No, I do. All ghosts, aside from the genius ghosts, are dumb.
Hey, Henry. You can't listen to him. The reason why he's saying ghosts first is to take our attention away from freaking robots.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So if someone brings up AI, it's all over.
Yeah. He's like, no. We gotta deflect. Ghost.
Ghost.
Who
you gonna call?
AI.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
All right.
There's something wrong with your Microsoft. Who you gonna call?
Actually, I think that.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
No, go for it.
Apple.
Yep.
You just have to contact Steve Jobs. He's already a ghost.
Oh my god, we figured it out.
The
perfect amalgamation of ghost and machine.
Yes.
He's the ghost tech support.
Steve Jobs is the ghost in the machine.
Oh.
Isn't it Ghost in the Shell?
Ghost in the Machine is definitely saying, don't ask me to explain it.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's for sure a saying.
Yeah.
Ghost
in the Shell is too.
Whatever you do.
I mean, maybe.
Whatever you do, don't ask him to explain.
I'm not going to ask
him. Get really upset.
I'm not going to. I'm going to respect Henry's
flying.
boundaries. He's clearly asking for us.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So,
it's a very serious boundary.
Yeah, like I'm trying to be respectful of our guests.
You're right.
You know, I don't want to.
How dare I?
Yeah. So
Actually,
Henry, can you please tell us about the phrase "ghosting the machine"?
Oh yeah, of course. Absolutely no problem with it at all. I don't know.
Good talk. Good talk. No, yeah, Steve Jobs would lead the ghost apocalypse, but also the AI apocalypse.
he would make them sign a treaty over it. He would make them sign an Apple disclosure that they didn't read.
Yeah. Oh, that would totally kill us. Are you kidding me? That's the easiest way to enter into a suicide pact. Terms and conditions.
Oh my god, it'd work.
He's like,
Right.
yeah.
Like, I own your lungs now, both of them. Sorry.
He's like,
Yeah.
none of you
I
read the
can
fine
collect
print.
whenever I
It
want.
clearly said in 2023, when all of your phones were on at once, they were all going to explode, and you all agreed because you're stupid.
Dude, we've been saying
Yeah.
this since 2007. Like, we have been very, very open.
None of you have read it. We don't know why you kept buying our products.
Over 15 years.
Actually, no. But I was going to actually present that as one of the potential apocalypses.
Steve Jobs?
Rich people killing us, kind of like Kingsman.
No, it won't be. It'll no.
Don't they need us for labor?
Right.
Not if they make robots.
Damn.
Yeah, but then they'll need
Maybe.
people to fix the robots.
I'm not saying that they won't.
AKA better robots.
Yeah, other robots
Yeah.
could probably do that better than me. Better than me for sure. I
Well, I
couldn't
think-
fix a robot.
I think when we finally completely have robots doing all of the menial labor jobs, then we will move past capitalism as an economic system. And I don't think it's going to be socialism, but or what it's going to be, I don't necessarily know. But the
Brought
next
to you by Kevin running
step,
for trying to stay neutral.
but the next step, whatever we evolve to beyond capitalism, will be when we have a completely robotic workforce.
I think that's fair. That's a really good catalyst for the change in a system that won't work when no one can work.
Yeah, but then won't it all be just us buying things and doing tasks that make us money but are meaningless?
No, because we're in a different economic system. So what are we what is buying? What is money? Right? We don't know what the future is going to look like. So we
I
don't
guess
know
it's
what's
just
gonna be
how
in that
does
system.
the lack of needing to work get there? Because
It'll force change because if people can't work in the current, if no one can work in the current system, it won't sustain itself.
unless
Right.
we all just die.
Oh,
Right.
That's the other
Right.
option: change or die. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's one or the other. Right?
well, change, die, or kill the robots. Three options.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin didn't want you to know there was a third
I
option.
don't know what you're talking about. There's only 2, 3, 2.
Programming
Sorry.
can't even get it right.
That's never an option. I'll just put that out there.
No,
We
but
will get you motherfuckers first. Sorry. What was that?
no, but I'm like, okay, but Kingsman was the reference. Have you
Hmm.
guys seen it?
It's all the first one.
The first one's
Yeah.
the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Mild spoilers for Kingsman. It's been out for I think 10 years. So
Oof, we're getting iffy with that one. I mean, the last time we spoiled something, it was only 18 years old. So.
the rich people try to kill everyone. I'm not gonna get into details then, because Kevin thinks it's too new of a movie.
I was being facetious.
For who?
Face sitting, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen you do it.
Yes. Romance will come to me soon.
But yeah, so the rich people kill everyone, and I don't know how well thought out it was, because come on, how far are you gonna get with that? I think it was they tried to say that it was gonna save the environment, but I still think the rich people could kill everyone and then be like, yes, we're fine, we're the elites, and then forget that they actually need the people to do the shit.
Yeah, that's what it's currently, they still need people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying Apocalypse, they kill everyone and then actually fail at thinking they didn't need everyone.
And that's how it
okay.
becomes the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause then they just die off.
Right.
Or, well, no, because they're still human. They'll still, do the work if they need to do the work to survive.
I have less and less faith in that as time goes on in
No.
humanity.
They'll just make the people that are only 100 millionaires do the work. Instead of
Billionaires?
the billionaires will watch and the 100 millionaires do the labor
Yeah.
until they start to die off, and the billionaires are like, we don't need them, we have machines for their jobs too.
Yeah.
And then the single digit billionaires will have to do the manual labor.
Oh, okay. No, all right. I'm sorry. So rich people killing everybody is the step right before robot apocalypse. Then
Yes.
Yeah, I
rich
think
people
so.
apocalypse, then robot apocalypse. We have an order at
Well,
least.
That's
it would be
a-
poor people apocalypse technically, right? Because they're the ones that are all dying.
I think that's a revolution.
No, but you say what killed them. It's a nuclear apocalypse.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
you're
zombie
right.
apocalypse.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Rich people apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're living right now.
Well, maybe. Just it might change.
It might.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sure feels like that, now don't it?
A lot can happen in the 2 years we have before it's all irreversible.
That's true. Yep. That's a very,
Wow, it is
very
already.
hopeful.
Yeah, we only got the 2 years, huh?
If we're lucky.
That'd be cool. I'd like to. I'd like.
It's a nice even
honestly,
number.
How about 4? Huh?
I like 4.
Huh?
4's a good
That's
number.
almost like twice as good.
It's my favorite.
It's like I think we have a chance.
I'm pretty sure they did say 2025, but you know.
Shh. Don't worry about it.
Oh, we already kind of touched on climate. I don't know.
I think we did a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of our big tangents.
No. But it's just. I mean, the world's gonna world, you know.
The world is gonna world, you know.
Yeah. Earth gonna Earth.
I'm like halfway stuck between what's the point, like why do we care about it without us? And also it doesn't care about us either. No, that was phrased very weirdly.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
phrased
no.
very
So
strangely.
the Earth is sentient because it can care.
Yeah, we've
So-
now established that
And
is
it
now the
doesn't
new
care
head
about
canon.
us.
Yeah, no, it doesn't give a shit.
Or
about
no, things that aren't sentient can also not care.
Okay, you need to be sentient to care?
Yes, but like a rock also doesn't care because it can't.
I think a rock cares a little bit about some of its citizens.
Fuck you.
Definitely not like the Kurds, but you know, like some of their citizens they care about.
He had me.
Yeah, I didn't
I
get
thought
it.
he was making a Dwayne Johnson joke for a half second.
It would have been good too.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
Yeah, he doesn't leave.
Well, maybe you can let me out of the closet every once in a while.
Kevin, I've tried to ask you to come out of the closet plenty of
That's
times.
not. That was a weird way to. That's not what I. That's not what I.
Kevin, I'm not keeping you in the closet.
Bro, that's not what I.
Kevin, if you need somebody to talk to
Bro,
about
that's
this,
not what I meant. It's not. It's not how what I meant it. Don't look at me like that, Henry. With your longing eyes.
I can't help my eyes. They're just long, dude. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
I'm very insecure about the length of my eyes.
they tend to hit people as they walk by.
They smack them into doorknobs all the time. I gotta explain it. Like, oh, why are your eyes bruised? Like, I just don't. I can't see where I'm going. They're too long.
1 foot long eyes.
Really
Just-
bad depth perception.
It's actually only depth perception.
Oh,
Like, I can see very far away because they're very long,
yeah.
but I can't see peripherally.
Ooh.
Yeah, or like below them, even.
Or below them, or
If
or
they go
above
too
them.
Far, it's like there's something going on here, maybe, but I can't see it. That was a physical bit. We did it again.
There wasn't a physical joke you couldn't see.
No, that's because we're on video.
Well, yeah, but that's for only if you pay enough
Right.
in the subscription service for the podcast.
Any given Thursday, OnlyFans.
Whoa! I'd show some feet. They're not gonna be pretty.
Yeah, you don't want to see them. But...
Yeah, hey.
I'll pay you to look at my feet. $5. Look at my feet.
I can't stop now, can you?
Yeah, what's that one nail doing, huh? Yeah, it's looking real fucking weird.
That's gonna be the only job left when the rich people kill us all. It's the only job robots can't do as well.
What?
Feet.
What do you
What do you
mean?
You know, like porn in general, but like foot
Oh.
porn is what made me
Oh.
think of it.
Porn?
I'm sure. No,
I think there's.
they'll be able to do it.
I think it might get close, but I think it's gonna be like an uncanny valley thing.
You think so?
I don't know if I know what that is, but also they already make sex robots.
Yeah, but they can't be good.
How do
I
you know?
wouldn't know.
Yeah, maybe it's great.
I hear they're expensive.
Probably.
I'd assume. I think robots in general are.
Yeah, robots in general are probably expensive. And if you have ones that are made for specific tasks, they're probably even more expensive.
Are you trying to say you want a special? What special task do you want your robot sex to all the? Is that what you meant?
That's not what I meant. But I mean, like, well, actually, that's not true because blenders are specialized.
That was
and they're not
Yeah,
that.
what? You want your robot sex doll
No,
to blend? Like,
will it blend?
Oh no!
No, we're talking robots generally, right? So like, we
are
have
blenders robots?
Yeah,
Like I think they're machines.
yeah, that's a robot.
Robots need to go, like move on their own.
No, I disagree with that entirely. There are robots that are controlled by like remote controls. Still a robot.
You kind of got me on that.
What the hell's the definition of a robot?
I still feel like blenders don't count as robots, though. I just don't know why.
Blenders, toasters, you know.
No, they're appliances. They're machines.
That's a robot waiting to happen.
A robot in training, I'll give you, but not a robot.
Okay. All right.
Well, if you put a microchip in it, and it does the task itself,
is the computer what makes it a robot?
Yeah. If it is automated, then it's a robot.
Yes.
Automated. Okay.
Automated things can also move with instruction.
Yeah, just like with code.
Yeah. You can tell it. You can have a joystick that can control a car making robot, but it also maybe can do it itself.
Yeah.
Sure. Got you.
So
okay. Blenders are out, but
robots don't have to be sentient.
No.
But
none of them are.
Robots.
No, but it helps. Well, because
does it help? Does it help?
I would think so. I think
you would think so, yeah.
No, I think if robots were sentient, right? Okay. Someday, in the distant future, right? If we get to that point where we make a sentient robot, then I lost where I was going with that point. I'm beyond. What were they trying to argue?
I can't tell you that, my friend.
Yeah, I feel like you were starting a new thought.
Oh, it'd be helpful. It would be helpful if robots were sentient for them and for us. Because
why? I think we've talked about several reasons why it's probably not a great idea.
No, I think it'd be good because
Apocalypse.
Then it's like you can I'm trying to think of everything that we could nail down in terms of what sentience is. Like if you met another creature that was also classified as sentient and you had a way to communicate with that creature, then it helps narrow things down. We only have humans to experiment on in terms of what sentience is. So if we had something else that was also sentient, then it increases our ability to understand what it is in general.
Yeah, but robots probably wouldn't because we programmed them in our image. So then we're really just finding
God.
To robots, maybe.
Yeah.
Because then we're really just programming something to teach us how to interact with ourselves, and that doesn't really help us more than ourselves.
That's why the Turing test is not a good test of sentience, because the Turing test is just can a robot talk to a human without the human being able to tell it's a robot? And they can be. Yeah, I think that's it.
I thought the Turing test was, can you test the robot without it knowing it's a robot?
No, I think it's without the human knowing that it's a robot.
You might be right there. I thought the third level though indicated that it thought of itself as.
It may be more in depth than I've heard.
This reminds. Have you guys ever hear that AI computer programming philosophy question around the dude trapped in the room? So there's a guy trapped in a room, a human person, and it's in this scenario, say it's someone who only knows one language and it's not Chinese.
I have heard this.
And then there's someone on the outside of the room who only knows Chinese, right? And doesn't know any other language. Now, in that room with that dude is a book of like a dictionary, and like a language to Chinese dictionary. Now,
A language, so any language.
whatever language it is. Like,
okay, sure.
We'll call it English for the example, right? So, like, there's an English to Chinese dictionary in the room, and so this dude, he knows that the person out there only knows Chinese, doesn't have any way to communicate with them otherwise. So the person outside the room will slide in a question on a paper in Chinese. The dude will get the question. He will translate it into English, answer the question, and then write it out in Chinese, and then send it back. How does the person outside the room know that the person in the room is a person and not just a computer? Because all it's doing is reading information,
And
doing something to it, and then outputting that information.
Well, you would have to. Well, no, but it's answering a question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could write any question on this piece of paper and then slide it under the door, and this person can answer that question.
You'd have to ask it a subjective question.
I think you get the situation slightly off, but like
Okay, I don't know. That's how I remembered it, but
Wouldn't you just ask it a subjective question? What's your favorite color?
blue. How do you know if I'm a robot or not?
right,
Yeah, but how do you know a robot would know how to answer that?
because it knows to read that question, and then it has a list of 5 answers that it can give back to it. It taps into its database, and it's like
whatever the
choose blue, red, yellow, like or whatever,
whatever the symbols are. I think actually what it was, because it doesn't. If they don't translate to English first, then they don't know if they're answering. Like what they're answering, it just made it easier for me to think about. But like they're just looking at a phrase book and responding to with symbols to the other symbols. They don't know they could know what they mean or not, but the other person outside doesn't know if they know what they mean or if they don't know what they mean.
Yeah, it's impossible to tell if it's a human or just a program.
There's got to be a way.
You could also think of you don't know if it's somebody that knows Chinese, or if it's somebody or somebody that doesn't. You could think of it that way too.
Well, unless they butcher using the dictionary. I guess I'm fixating on the specifics.
Yeah, if they're very good at dictionary translation, they get the translation.
And even if they're bad at it, it's like there are bugs in programming all the time. Just an interesting theory is all. Or interesting philosophical question.
What Kevin's trying to say is he is a robot, and
That's
he's trying to see if we have a way to figure it out yet.
Yeah, because he's really he's really wondering when he can come out of the room.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure for most of my life I've done a pretty good job passing the Turing test. So we need a better test.
Yeah, Turing test, not good.
Yeah. But we can't remember the rules.
But since humans designed the robot... Yeah, well, at least the one that's important to my point. I don't know about your points. I don't care. Yeah. Humans... But actually, it was your point that I was commenting on. It was since humans designed the robot, it can possibly respond like a human would. So the Turing test not being able to tell whether it's a human or a robot doesn't mean it is a human. We designed the robot. It will speak like us.
Yeah. Ex Machina.
Yeah, exactly. Ex Machina.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie. I had to watch it in 2 parts because my brother stole my piece of pizza halfway through the first one. It's caused a whole fight.
Yeah. Pretty rude.
Yeah.
Steal your slice.
Yeah, I know. He didn't even apologize.
Really?
I'm still mad about it if you can't tell.
I'm
sure he's forgotten until I make him listen to this.
Yeah, if you're harboring that grudge, like, I don't blame you. That's, oof. You don't steal someone's slice, man.
It's not a very new movie either, so
it's not a new movie.
Well, I mean, you could have watched it last month.
Nah, it was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, the way he said it, I was like, no, he watched this close to when it came out.
It was at home, so it wasn't in the theaters. It wasn't that new.
Oh, okay.
That long ago, but like, it was like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
I just really wanted that piece of pizza.
What kind of pizza
You
was
don't understand. I just like pepperoni from the student union.
Ah, okay.
I brought it home, and he ate it.
Oh,
What?
interesting.
Because I had a ton of points left over. And so I got extra food. It was the end of the year. That is why I brought it home. Because my junior year, they shut down my dining hall. So they gave us all, like, everyone who lived in Hilltop gave, like, 300 points.
That's
To
the
spend it.
same
Okay.
with me.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So that's the only reason I was able to keep points.
Fair.
I didn't need the dining halls either. That's why it was a pretty good deal for me.
Yeah.
I just spent money at the union.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
or wings.
Yeah. What? What's the problem, Rob?
I don't know. We got on a weird how to spend your points at Yukon Dining Hall for a while there.
Yeah, so spend your points.
Do you think running out of money could cause an apocalypse if everyone ran out of money?
I think we
With-
already kind of did that, didn't we? Because money no longer is based on any sort of actual value, so we just keep printing more.
Yeah, but like we all still have like money.
Then we just give value to something different.
But
Yeah.
how quickly could we do that? Could we do that before we tore ourselves apart for food?
Sand.
Wait,
But like, if you try to give me, if like all the money just disappears, and you're like, here, give me that steak with a handful of sand, I'm just gonna say no. Like, I'm not gonna give you the
Would-
steak for
Well,
sand.
this sand is worth like $20.
I don't think it'd be enough. I don't
This
think
is
it'd
a
be
million sand.
I don't think it'd be end of the human race, but it could be
No.
the end of like society and like a structured nation if everybody all of a sudden has to fight for food.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're talking
anarchy, down with structure.
It's
No
more
borders.
apocalypse setting than how we actually die.
Yeah.
Gets us
Yeah.
to it.
It'd be
Right.
other people. Like, I guess it's just like resources, like lack of resources causing
Mad
an
Max.
apocalypse.
Well, yeah, or
There you
yeah.
go.
What is it? Any of the Fallout games, nuclear apocalypse. Most people are dead. Now we use bottle caps for some freaking reason.
Yeah, but
Valuable.
that only makes sense because we skipped like 200 years in the future. Imagine the first time someone tried to buy like your fucking fancy lady snack cakes with a bottle cap. You'd be like, go fuck off. Or you can't have my cake.
It would take a while to transition.
Like,
or there would need to be a
Well, they probably
like a structure in place to be like, okay, this is what we're going to now attribute value to.
Well, yeah. I mean, there was probably some kind of agreement. I mean, actually, using Fallout even more, there's different currencies. Like if you play New Vegas, they have like 5 different currencies.
yeah,
Bottle caps
the
are the only
Legion and the
consistently-
NCR have their own money.
Yeah, and so like the only consistent money is the bottle caps.
So it seems like bottle caps were like what people started using immediately. And then other like once like structures came up, they're like, we want our own money.
It's like, no, we're not going to accept that. Just like modern society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to accept your dollars. I'm going to have a euro.
Good luck with those rupees.
Upgrading
Yeah.
all this digital too.
Yeah,
Just be like
Bitcoin.
there's places that don't accept cash anymore.
Yeah,
What?
My dollar bill says
Oh,
all debts, public and private.
Yeah.
And people don't accept it.
there's that fucking that new.
I literally thought you meant Bitcoin, not like.
Oh no, I just meant
Digital
like credit
currency.
cards. But
I
like
was like, I've never been to a place that's saying
We
we only
only
take
Don't take
fractional
No, dude,
Bitcoin.
the
here.
National Bitcoin Conference did not accept Bitcoin as admittance fee.
Boo. Terrible.
So it was like a couple years ago I heard that story.
That's ridiculous. There's
What?
speaking of like places that don't accept cash though, the new amphitheater down in Bridgeport. The one that looks like a garlic bulb that just went up like 2 years ago, year and a half ago.
You're the only person I know who's been there,
Oh, okay.
and I mostly only know about it because you've told me about it.
Okay.
So I definitely don't know the name.
Cashless facility.
Really?
Yeah, all electric or electronic. Cashless facility.
But like, what if I want to pay in cash?
They have reverse ATMs there where
What?
you put cash in and they give you a little card that you use.
That's just cash with
Is it
extra
an
steps.
arcade?
Yeah.
Is it an arcade?
Yo, he's fucking Dave and Buster's. This huge.
Yeah. So yeah, they actually have you put it on a card, and that's only true for the actual like establishment ones. So like they have like a food truck parked out there, and then another little stand that's not affiliated with the
Okay.
actual like amphitheater. So like they take cash, but everything else is just card.
That seems like a waste of money. Like when people pay with card, it costs the company money because the credit card company takes some out of it. with credit cards, not debit.
I think there's
I'm not
there's
sure.
also a certain amount of cost to moving, transporting, counting, storing all of the money.
Yeah,
It's a lot harder to steal and a lot easier to store
that
digital currency.
that is true. Maybe somebody did the math out. Like the 5%, they can save more than 5% by not doing cash.
Not hiring cashiers.
1.5% cash back. Yeah, on every credit card transaction that they take.
I don't think that. I don't know. I'm not a businessman.
Why not? You know, hey, if I'm getting cash back, then they should be getting cash back too.
They got
I think
they got the cash. You
Right,
paid
but
them.
they should also get back.
They're the one giving you the cash back.
Yeah, they pay for your cash back.
Yeah, but they should also be getting it because businesses are people in America.
Businesses are people too.
So because businesses are people, they should be able to sign up for credit cards and get cash back.
I think they can.
So
You can have a business card.
So done. They're getting their cash back.
Right. There's not going to be an apocalypse. We've solved the biggest problem. Like, businesses are people. We're all fine.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so yeah, if businesses are classified as people, then we will never go extinct. Because businesses may close.
Businesses die.
But they'll still exist.
I think most businesses have less of a lifespan than humans do.
Sure,
yeah.
But we'll still not go extinct. Because even if we're all dead, there'll still be a business.
What will the business be?
How?
Well, it won't be in the same sense of things, right?
It won't be like a business.
No,
but, you know.
but like it'll still be,
business.
It'll still be a brick and mortar.
Yeah.
It'll have supply. You just won't pay anything for it because you won't be around to do that. But it still exists.
If I learned anything in my economics class, it's you need two things: supply and demand.
Right.
And there's no demand without the people. There's
see,
only the supply.
There is
so therefore, no
Guys,
business.
there's
I
demand
guess.
from the other critters.
Okay,
We talked
so-
about raccoons.
All right, so
A
you're
raccoon's going to go into an empty CVS and going to have a field day in there.
But at that point, it's a charity and not a
So
business.
it's demand.
it's a non-profit.
It's a non. Yeah. All right. Non-profits will exist forever. There will always be things that don't generate profit. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Non-profits
I
are
generate profit.
undying and never-ending.
If I didn't generate profit, I wouldn't have a job.
You work for a non-profit.
Says who?
The organization that you are employed at is a non-profit organization.
Yeah, okay.
I also work for
yeah,
a
okay.
non-profit that's more of a non-profit than his non-profit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the state is a non-profit.
I
Yeah.
don't work for the state. Ah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. All right. Yeah, okay, the town is a non-profit, sure.
Freaking, at least from my understanding of a budget.
Since they're the ones that define profit and non-profit, I think they get to call themselves non-profit.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
They're defining what non-profit means.
That's ridiculous.
How is it ridiculous?
You gotta be for profit.
No.
No, if you put everything
All of
back into the
Yeah, literally
company.
all of the excess money that we get goes back to the people in some way, shape, or form.
All of the money that you're getting paid, a salary, is going back to the people.
I pay
No.
taxes too.
he puts his work in for the people and gets compensated with money.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's not the business making money.
Yeah.
Hold on. But they are so okay.
The town does not make
So
money
then why are they charging for all the applications and shit?
to pay for schools and roads.
Yeah,
and...
okay, there it is. There it is. You know that's bullshit.
No, it's not.
No, you know that's bullshit. You know that's bullshit.
What part of it is bullshit? There are schools and roads.
Those things cost a lot of money.
Yeah, if schools and roads were actually getting the money from all these sources, then we'd have great schools and great roads.
Do you know how much?
We don't.
Do you know how much one road costs?
We still have
It's a
great
lot
schools
of
and great
money.
roads.
Like $1 million.
No,
Like it's
and not-
insane. It's insane how much like paving large areas cost.
Infrastructure's crazy expensive, and like also not just that, but like I'm not saying that all towns are good at managing their money, because they're not. I mean, again, the state's
Also-
just a bigger town, and they're not.
Some of
I
them
know.
straight up are for profit. I'll give them. There are corrupt people that are just stealing.
Okay, well,
Like
I'm
those
not saying
people are for profit. The town's not.
yeah, the town is not for profit. Now, a certain school that one of us works at, I think probably embezzles a bit more money than.
They don't embezzle. What are you talking about?
No one embezzles.
They don't embezzle. If anything, I'm anti-embezzled because I don't get paid my value.
Well, neither do I.
Does
So
anyone?
it's anti-embezzling.
Right. I feel like you either don't get paid your value or you get paid way more than your value is
No
worth.
no one's paid on
There's-
value.
There's no on value.
No,
employees.
no, everyone gets paid below their value. Absolutely. That's the system we're in. Because if we weren't paid below our value, then the company wouldn't be making money.
Well-
So they wouldn't be able to afford to pay us.
Well, I don't
Well,
know. It
You're
depends.
not worth your value.
You're worth it, Kevin.
Right.
I value you.
Wait, no. Wait, I'm confused. You confused
It wasn't supposed to make sense.
Okay,
No.
good. Okay, good.
But yeah, that's kind of a tricky concept there. How do you define how much somebody is worth? I don't. Okay, hold on.
Rob, how do you
I'm
define...
not. No.
How do you
Wait.
define how much someone is worth?
No. Okay. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't. It's hard to
I
say.
think
Oh,
salary is a good place to start.
I mean,
And then you look at assets. Like, do they have any real estate?
they have a nice butt.
No, I'm talking net worth. What the hell is wrong with you? That doesn't affect
assets.
No, that's terrible.
It affects how much money some people are making.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Actually,
but
it's
I
a
mean-
pretty big industry based around that. A couple in some fashions.
Sure, but it's not an.
Butt models.
I got nothing.
Rich people, for some reason, tend to be attractive. So I'm not saying there's not a correlation there, but there could be.
Jeff Bezos is not attractive.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Elon Musk is not attractive.
Nah. Well, that's because they're lizard people. Lizard people are also going to take over the world.
Bill Gates, not that attractive. I
Well,
don't think he's as
old
bad as
now.
everyone else is.
I don't know what a young Bill Gates looks like. Steve Jobs in his younger years was all right.
Debatable.
You guys are naming like all like tech people though.
Okay,
Like, there's a
name
lot-
another rich person.
Donald Trump.
Brad
Not that attractive.
Brad Pitt's pretty rich. He's an attractive person.
That's
I
true.
don't. Is he that rich?
Scarlett Johansson is pretty rich. She's an attractive person.
They're in different leagues of money, though.
What?
Yes, they're not like
Yeah, they're not like
multi-billionaires.
rich.
but
They're
they are.
rich.
But they're still rich. They're just not top 0.001%.
Yeah. Okay. So the rich, but not the super rich, are attractive. The super rich are lizard people.
Yeah. yeah. I follow that. And so are the politicians.
I don't know. Mark Zuckerberg's kind of a hottie.
He's definitely a lizard person. He is 100% a lizard person.
I don't even know if you can add the person in there and be
Yeah, no,
happy.
he's just a lizard.
There's some not. Yeah.
Did you see the way he shifted his eyes when he got subpoenaed? And he went into Congress, he just back and forth, and then his tongue would flick
Dude,
out
his
every
tongue
once in a while.
he licked his eye. I saw it.
He ate a fly. It was about a foot away from him. I don't know how it happened, but he did it.
He didn't move his arms either. They caught it on camera.
That's a lizard right there. I don't know what to tell you. And then we get sued for slander.
I feel like there'd be a lot of people sued for slander.
If calling someone a lizard was slander?
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly it's just in jest.
Yeah. We would
I mean-
never mean that Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard. Clearly, if you look
He's
at
obviously not a lizard.
Correct.
yes,
And that is our true opinions. So apocalypse. Lizard apocalypse.
Oh,
Lizard people
We talking-
apocalypse.
Godzilla? Oh no, Godzilla
Kaiju?
lizard or like a trillion like geckos.
Oh. There was an issue actually
With geckos?
With
With a trillion
geckos?
with iguanas, I believe in Puerto Rico. So you remember your what the hell are those standardized tests you take for the state in elementary school? They're called something different by each state.
CMTs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read one of my CMT articles that you have to freaking read is about how the iguana population was getting so out of control that you couldn't go anywhere without killing them. I'm pretty sure it was Puerto Rico, and
Sounds
it was
familiar.
particularly bad on runways because the planes would land and take off, and they just would keep killing freaking
God.
iguanas. So they actually had to make a market selling iguana meat because they didn't know what to do with all the freaking dead iguana. But I'm just saying, my point being, there can be an unreasonable amount of iguana at least.
How many iguana do you think you could take if you had to do your part to save the human race?
What else do I have?
2 fists.
That's it.
I mean, boots.
A vehicle.
Boots?
No,
Can I wear underwear?
You
please?
can wear whatever clothes you like.
Armor?
I'll give you brass knuckles.
Ooh,
I
that's
think it's.
brutal as hell.
I'm thinking stomping is the way.
I think actually brass knuckles wouldn't be an efficient way to fight iguanas.
Unless you're in the jungle and they're falling from above.
A big vacuum. Just suck them all up.
How big of a
Yeah,
vacuum?
Like a leaf?
like the fucking
freaking
super
vacuum?
collider.
They're like heavy.
Yeah, but like they're only like that big, right?
No, iguanas are huge.
No, I thought. What am I? I'm thinking of.
Geckos?
Gecko.
Oh. Yeah, a real fucking big vacuum. I stand by it.
Like iguanas can be like 2 to 3 feet long.
I
Maybe bigger. I've seen some.
Marine
Big
iguanas
iguanas.
get massive, but I don't
Yeah.
know how big regular iguanas get.
Right.
I feel like
I think
you're
smaller.
accurate with your first hand estimate that the viewers or listeners can't view. But Rob was pretty dead
everyone
on.
knows they're about that big. No, so I don't think I'd be able to kill that many iguanas. Honestly, like
No?
no, knowing that they're that big. Like if it was geckos, I could kill a shit ton of them. If they're iguanas, I maybe 3.
You think you could only kill 3 iguanas while fighting for your life?
If I only have hands and feet and
They
clothes
don't-
on.
I don't think they move that fast.
I don't think they could do that much
3?
damage to you.
I mean, if they get bitey, I mean that ain't gonna be fun.
No, you're gonna die because this is how many can you kill before you die?
But
Like
3
eventually
just
they'll
seems
take you down. But
Really low is
Like-
all we're saying.
I think you guys are severely underestimating iguana.
I think I could kill 50 of them. I think
No
I could kill even more than 50 is probably a low estimate.
No
I mean,
way.
I've never killed an iguana or had a desire to kill an iguana.
They fucking regrow, don't they?
Not fast.
Do you have an image of them just like
Yeah,
putting
what-
their
what
thumb
do
in
you
their
think
mouth
they-
and blowing? I'm like they inflate like a balloon again.
Just freaking Wolverine iguanas out there with the healing factors running around clawing us to death. Yeah, we'd be dead already, Kev.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna last that long. I think I might get 3. I thought that was a pretty good number. I thought I was giving myself some credit by saying I'd get 3 of them killed.
All right, how many geckos do you think you could kill then?
Probably like 10,000.
That's
There's a dude, freaking A.
So
you
you
kill
think-
100 geckos and start losing your footing. But 10,000's the number you get to. But 3 iguanas, man. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, dude.
you think you can like stomp with all your force 10,000 times in a row?
I'd get more than 1 on each stomp. If there's
All
like
right,
that many of them,
Yeah, all right.
if I'm killing 5 a stomp, that's only 2,000 stomps.
All right, so we're going to need a lot of iguanas or a lot of geckos for a gecko apocalypse.
Yes.
I mean, geckos to kill you would. I don't even know how they do. Like, their bites don't do anything.
well, you
so
get
you
bit
would
enough
need-
times.
You would need. Yeah, but I don't even think it can.
What?
pierce you.
Imagine a dozen geckos climbing down your throat.
Well, yeah, that would.
Wow.
Okay, anything.
And up
Can,
your butt.
You're getting swarmed by 1 trillion geckos.
Yeah.
anything can kill a human.
Up the nose, right into the brain.
Like, humans are real easy to kill. We're pretty resilient, but one good paperclip, you're dead.
I don't think you can kill me with a paperclip.
I think I can kill you with a paperclip.
I'm pretty sure I could kill you with a paperclip.
Where are you putting the paperclip?
Through your ear.
I don't know
Ooh,
if it'll
that's
get. I don't
your
think it'll get
ear?
far enough to kill me.
I
If you
was-
straighten that thing out all the way, it's about that long. I can get that through your ear.
I was gonna say you could stab somebody in the neck with it too.
All you're gonna like do is I don't know, make me hard of hearing.
I can get to the brain.
That's a.
No, yeah,
I don't know.
isn't that where your temporal lobe is?
There's
On
an
the side
important
there, or is that
one in
occipital?
there.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I can get to some brain. If I don't kill you right away, it'll be a slow kill. Slowly bleed out.
I guess you could just poke me 1,000 times. That'd probably do
I'd
it.
probably do it. One good shot to the jugular. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Rob's going throat. You know.
All right.
I'm thinking.
All right, you can kill me with a paperclip.
I'm thinking brain bleed.
I'll give
you
in.
know, I'm gonna give you a concussion, and then
I'm also saying
Watch
it's
you
possible.
slowly
I don't know
die.
if I'm skilled enough with a paperclip to effectively do that. But
But we're
Some
gonna find out.
some of you at this table have not killed a man with a paperclip, and it shows.
Go for the brain
that's
first. Clearly. Semi-related, semi-unrelated. Carp.
what we do.
Yeah, can it be related if we've just talked about nothing in specific?
Yes.
Um,
Yes, we can.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Yeah.
Carp. You know the fish.
Okay.
Okay.
Carp. So Australia has a problem with overpopulation of carp.
Of all the things in Australia that's going to kill them all, carp was not my first idea. They lost a war against ostrich. There's a lot of kangaroo.
Emu.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. That's a fair correction.
Get your Australian history right.
Okay, they
Men
lost.
died,
I
Rob.
think multiple wars against emus.
Well, okay, hold on. They didn't lose.
They didn't win.
Well,
I think
hey,
they
there was no official peace treaty was signed. The war is still ongoing, I guess, technically, but
But I'm just saying, of all the animals to pick, emus apparently, kangaroos. They have a spider season. There are several large and dangerous reptiles and lizards. You're going with carp, eh?
yeah. Well, see, here's the thing, right? So carp, they're so overpopulated to the point there are actual Australian MPs that have suggested giving them herpes and hopefully they all die off. That is an actual quote from an Australian politician. We're going to give all the carp herpes and hopefully kill them off.
I now understand why they lost to emus.
What, you mean the STD plan that didn't work on the emus is going to work on the carp? Yeah, I don't see through the logic there.
Rub all our bullets in herpes and then shoot them at the carp.
So that was one.
We can't kill them quicker than they can reproduce, but man, if we can make their fucking have an issue.
Not to mention, like, they don't have sex, right? Doesn't with fish, don't they, like, lay eggs and the other one goes
Yeah,
over?
like,
I
it
think it's
sperms
actually
it.
supposed to
It's like a cloud.
Yeah.
Like when they say the cloud.
So how do they
it's
transmit the herpes?
gross.
Like, back into other fish.
So I think it actually makes them sterile somehow. If
Wait.
we give them human herpes,
It's just too much for their
I
little
think
carp
they get
reproductive
sterile.
systems.
Wait a minute, you sure this isn't just like a politician saying something dumb they don't know enough about? Like he heard them say once that they reproduce a lot, so why don't we make them stop reproducing?
It
He just-
definitely sounds like that.
And he just
It
happened to
probably,
say
I don't know.
herpes
Just-
without having any idea what herpes is or how it would kill carp.
There's
Yeah, probably,
there's
but,
no
like-
politician in the world that doesn't know what herpes is.
yeah, come on, that one's fairly obvious.
There was a mayor in the Midwest that was a dog.
Alaska.
I think there's several like cats and
I think
dogs.
There's
There's
I think there's an Alaskan cat
Oh God!
that just lost. I think actually
what did it lose
No.
to?
a human.
How
I
dare!
think there was an
What?
animal that lost to a human recently in an Alaskan election.
Rigged.
I think the most
Awesome.
recent Alaskan election. That's fun to say.
Let me guess. The
Alaskan
human was a
election.
Democrat.
In Alaska? Probably not.
No,
So,
no, the cat was.
Oh.
damn, you can't strike me as very Republican.
I would.
I
I was going libertarian.
was gonna say not a
Green
non-Trump Republican
Okay.
is
What?
what cats strike me as.
Cats
I don't know
Or
what
non-
you just said.
or
I've never heard of
non-Trump.
such
Cats
Yeah,
are
Rob was
like,
born in 2016.
Cats are like what's his name?
With the shoe on its head? Vermin Supreme?
I was not thinking. But
It was this
That's a
platform.
lot
Every
better.
American gets a pony or something like that.
Yeah, that seems like a very cat way to lead to me.
I feel like cats.
That
are
feels like a
cats
dog
are
to me.
dictators.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like cats are like
But not like military dictators. Just like
Ideological
like-
dictators.
like lazy emperors, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, like they're like pharaohs. You know, pharaohs had their cats.
Okay.
Cats were actually the ones in charge,
Sure.
not the people. But
Cats are arguably have already won.
Yeah, they domesticated us.
They have way better lives. We clearly worship them by any kind of search of the internet.
You think aliens would think that we actually like worship cats? Like that is our religion?
No.
If aliens were to come down here, have no way of communicating with us, they just see, like they just like observe our behavior.
I think they might think we worship TV.
Okay.
Yeah, but we watch programs about cats.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It depends how similar the aliens are to us. Like, if they're very different, they might not even be able to like really process what's going on the TV. Like that it's a story, and and what's happening.
Yeah. Well, no,
and
but
it seem a lot weirder.
I see what you're saying though, because we really don't make or have cats do anything for us.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
dogs, at least, some dogs work.
Yeah.
There are dogs with jobs.
Yeah, so they herd. I mean, like service dogs, like
Yeah, there are dogs with jobs, and arguably if the alien saw us playing fetch with a dog, they'd be like, okay, the dog's kind of dumb. But cats, we don't make or have them do anything. There's like a couple, but like
kill
those are just the sympathetic ones.
kill pests.
yeah,
I think
That's for fun.
I think that's why we kept them around in the first place way back when.
Oh yeah.
Was, pest control.
Yeah, that's what they told us.
It's what who told us. Where's this big cat conspiracy?
The cats.
That's
Cats told
what
us
the
that.
cats told us. Yeah.
God,
This is what the cats allow us to think.
Yeah.
it's all coming together.
Daisy.
Kevin, we're gonna need your robots to help fight these cats.
Yeah, we are gonna need our robots. You're right. Joke is, I already infected you both.
With cats? Actually, we both do have cats. Gotta give the cats herpes.
It's the only way to stop them.
It's the only way to stop them.
Who volunteers for that job?
I don't think you have a. I don't.
I think with
Wait a minute. What?
I think
I said, who volunteers for that job?
I don't think you give an animal. I don't think anybody was offering to fuck the carps.
I didn't say that either.
I think that they were just gonna.
yeah,
like,
wait. Why did you go
Why did
right
you
to
go
fucking
there?
the cats? I was.
He did.
No.
He said, "I don't
No.
want that job."
Yeah, he said. Yeah, who would volunteer? Yeah, that doesn't.
Who
I wasn't.
volunteer for that job?
I wasn't thinking that he immediately meant you have to fuck the cats.
No,
to
I
herpes.
saw it on his face. He totally was.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rob. I was not thinking that in the slightest.
I think you'd, regardless,
Yeah.
either way,
Mhm.
I think you'd find people. I think there'd be people.
Find me.
I think you'd find people. There's 8 billion of us now.
One of them would fuck a cat.
At least a couple of them, want to give cats herpes in one way or another.
Yeah, they're like a shot,
Yeah, like a lot of them would, most of them would be shots, but you'd also find, the worst kind.
Oh yeah. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
What if that was the only way to guarantee
You
that
kill the cat
you killed
apocalypse,
right? Like, what if?
the feline fatale of the world.
Oof. But what if the only way to actually kill them was if you had to transfer the herpes sexually?
I still feel like there are more devastating STDs than herpes.
Probably, yeah.
Like, it
well,
is-
AIDS. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Syphilis.
There's
maybe?
there's a cat version of AIDS.
Kates?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Feline AIDS.
Oh, fades.
Yeah, fades. It doesn't transmit to humans. I walked up to one of my friends one time. First time meeting his girlfriend and his cat. And his girlfriend. I meet his girlfriend. She shakes her hand and goes, "This is my cat. He has AIDS." And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And she's like, "Yeah, feline AIDS." I'm like, "Oh, okay, is it?" And she's like, "No, you can't get it." I'm like, "Okay." That
What?
it's apparently not nearly as bad for them as it is to us. They can live mostly normal lives with it.
But there's
What the fuck?
All this I learned from that one interaction.
there's cat AIDS. Did you verify it, or you're just like, no, I trust this woman?
There was no way you lead with that if it's not real. Like she led with that. Like it was her name. My cat has AIDS.
Wait,
Like that was.
I just want to throw this out there. Think of how genius it would be if it was a lie. You're still telling the story.
Oh my god, she's in my head.
You have You will never forget this lady or her cat that may or may not have had potentially something called cat AIDS.
You
Man,
got,
that's fucking
you got a
cheeky.
good point. What if? Yeah, she just
won the social interaction.
Yeah, she really just fucked with you. I don't know why that's more okay in my mind than cat AIDS. Come on.
Why?
What?
What?
I don't. It just seems.
Rob, I feel like anything could get AIDS.
I feel like that's what the '80s wanted us to think.
the 80s.
Yeah, that's when.
The 80s?
80s.
Oh, that's not even what
I don't think.
meant to do.
I think it's the first time that joke's ever been made.
Are there days?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
For sure.
Oh no!
Yeah, do dogs have AIDS?
I didn't know cats had AIDS.
Yeah, I have no,
Man,
I have
I would assume
no idea.
so.
I would assume no. Don't. Yeah, I'm just, not based on anything.
It's definitely.
Yeah, just-
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
If there is some sort of autoimmune disorder that affects cats, it's definitely not called cat AIDS.
It's feline AIDS.
I believe him. He's saying it with conviction.
It attacks their little C cells because they're cats. That's what they call them, C cells, and then destroys them, and then wipes out their immune system.
They're poor little cat
But there's
cells.
less diseases that cats get, so maybe that's why it's not as bad. I have no idea why. I have no idea.
That's because we take care of the cats.
Yeah.
They send us out to go do work to bring them food.
But
They've skipped money. They don't have money. They do fine.
that happened over a long period of time. You can't just take away money all at once. People will lose their shit.
Yeah, some
And then apocalypse.
maybe.
Now?
Nuclear
Apocalypse now.
apocalyptica.
I think there wasn't even an apocalypse in that movie. I don't think.
Nah, I think the guy's name was Apocalyptica or something.
Oh, that could be.
No, I don't know. It could have been. It was about like Aztecs.
I
I
think it
want to
was
say.
Aztecs,
So it could have
yeah.
been like the Aztec civilization, the start of the collapse of the Aztec civilization.
Well, I think it was all about them, like the sacrifice and things, and then the eclipse happened, so they thought the world was ending, and then they're
Oh,
The Mayan end of the world.
Aztec.
No, yeah, so yeah, the Mayan 2112, right? Mayan calendar.
2112.
Yeah, you know, 2012. Yeah, 2012, yeah.
The classic movie 2112.
Yeah, I'm getting confused with the album. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
Mayan 2012, Mayan calendar, end of the world. So it happened.
nothing happened.
No, it already happened.
Actually,
Oh,
aren't there
yeah.
theories that the world did end there, and we've just been on a slow
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you
Collapse of
sure
decay.
that it's not over?
since
Yeah.
then? It was either then or 2016. They usually pair it with either 12 or 16.
We
When,
just-
when did Harambe die?
we
That was
just
the start of
passed
it.
that
all.
was 16. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah, that's the
We just passed
catalyst.
the 10-year anniversary, right?
Of 2012. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
that's how years work.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a cool one.
I thought you meant Harambe, and I'm like, no, that was 2016. No, you meant 2012.
Yeah, that was 2012, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. I'm just making
Okay.
sure. Yeah, so yeah, we've been in an apocalypse for 10 years already, and we're doing pretty good. I haven't killed a single iguana, but
I have.
oh, I haven't needed to.
No, neither did I.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Iguana tracks.
that sounds like a terrible ice cream flavor.
Iguana tracks.
Or not. I don't know.
But to be fair, does moose tracks sound like an appealing?
Yeah,
ice
or
cream
cow
flavor?
tracks. Like,
I mean, it's called moose tracks, right? So like, but no, it does. No,
When you separate, your knowledge of that ice cream. If someone came to you and was like, "I got this great ice cream," it's going to be called moose tracks.
I'm like, ooh.
there's probably Ben and Jerry's, right?
I
feel
have
like-
no idea.
I have no idea. It's a safe bet.
The Cherry Garcia, you know.
It could be Haagen-Dazs.
Ooh. Could have been Friendlies.
I want to go to Friendly's.
Yeah. You guys left me on my own on that one, huh? Cool.
I didn't know. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I did my part. You did yours. I was waiting for Henry to finish up a bit.
I don't know the bit. I'm sorry.
You never saw the Friendly's commercials?
Not and remembered them.
He didn't want to go to Friendlies.
He did not want to go to Friendlies.
I'm not a friendly guy.
I went to
Aw.
Friendlies for right after my high school graduation.
Did you get the Monster Mash one ice cream?
No, I didn't get it. No, I always get the yeah, I get myself there. I always got the fudge brownie one. I can't
Ooh.
remember what it was, but like it was some fudge brownie sundae thing. That was always my go-to at Friendlies.
I usually like the Reese's ones.
There's something I don't know what it is. I can do Reese's in like very small portions, but like for some reason in ice cream it becomes a little too much for me. Like peanut butter and chocolate, like in ice cream. Like I can never do like a Reese's like milkshake.
Oh, no.
That would be
Interesting.
gross to me.
It's like my favorite.
It's not my
It's
go-to,
too-
but they're good.
It's too much. Like there's something about it that just like I feel gross.
Reese's Blizzard.
I always get mint Oreo, but Reese's Blizzard is the one I would get if they've ever run out of mint Oreo, which they haven't.
That would be an apocalypse.
The Blizzard Apocalypse.
The Blizzard Apocalypse. Not a
That's the
Ice Age,
Snowpiercer.
but ooh.
Overrated movie.
Did you? But
Not
No,
terrible.
Are we getting into this again?
but Henry, did you know that
He would have said it already. He doesn't know this.
the person who was in charge of the train was it Wilford or Worf? I can't remember his name, but
I think that sounded close enough.
Sounds close enough, yeah.
it's something like that. That is Charlie Buckets from Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
The kid Charlie?
The kid Charlie
Yeah.
is Wolford, the guy who runs the Snowpiercer train.
Isn't that the same guy that played the Man in Black in Westworld?
No. We're not saying the
No,
actor.
we're not saying the actor.
We're saying Charlie Buckets
Charlie
grew
Buckets
up, changed
grew
his
up.
name to Wilfred, and invented and headed the Snowpiercer.
So you're proposing a lore.
Oh, we're not proposing.
This is true.
Says who?
Well,
There's
Okay,
a few-
give me your reasons. Yeah,
Yeah,
convince me.
so there's a theory behind it.
This is not our theory.
No.
There's a very extensive series of videos that go over how this has happened.
Okay.
Yes, and they go into great detail. But to break it down very simply, the concept of making your way through the train is the same as making your way through the chocolate factory and being the last one standing who gets to the front. When you get to the front, you have to give something up to prove your worth, right? And the guy gives up his arm or whatever, or I can't remember what it is,
I don't know.
arm.
to keep the train moving. And Charlie, gives up the little gobstopper. And then there's a theory that the old man, who was watching all throughout, is the same lawyer that pretended to be Slugworth in the Willy Wonka movies.
There's also a theory that all of the what are the
kids.
Oompa Loompas
Oh, the Oompa
died
Loompas.
out, and so that's why they kept stealing kids, is because they needed somebody small to help run the inner parts of the train.
Yeah.
Because the Oompa Loompas died out.
Interesting.
And there's
That seems like the most compelling, but also
and
very
all the other
circumstantial.
Kids, well, some of them grew up and then had other roles on the train as well. The other kids that were in the original tour, and then some of them it's supposed to be the descendants of those kids, which I'm not confident with that one. That one feels a little weird to me. But yeah, it's just he goes into video. There are a couple videos.
Yeah.
They go into a bunch
Alright.
of detail about it. Very interesting watch. Definitely, something to check out. But I think there's some merit to it.
Puts a super dark spin on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the humanity's last moments.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think snow of the different elemental natural apocalypses. Tsunami's big, but I think super volcano, I've been told, is the way to go.
Super volcano. It's just the ash will block out the sun or whatever.
Yeah, something that big goes off. Although, with
suffocate us all and fire and brimstone.
Yeah,
I think from what I've heard, there's one in under Naples, I think, Italy,
Huh.
that is actually showing signs
Really?
of movement. Yeah,
Yeah, so TK actually frequently tells me that Yellowstone has been due to blow for 100 years or something crazy.
Shout out.
Yellowstone is not.
Shout out TK.
Yellowstone is not overdue. We know we have evidence of 2 things. I don't know the exact numbers. I'm just going to use averages. We have evidence of 2 different times it exploded. Those 2 different times it detonated were around 250,000 years apart. It's been like 230,000 years since the last one. Like we're a bigger gap between. Maybe there's 3. Maybe it happened 3 times. We're like, it's a bigger gap than between one of the 2 pairs of the times, but not between the average time. Also, we only have a handful of data points, so there's no way to know.
Okay.
There.
So, like, those could be very rapid, and now it's going to stop and cool down forever. Or maybe it is every...
One happened tomorrow.
Fucking maybe. There's no way. I feel like they'd know. I feel like you'd have to know something that big.
Would they tell us?
That... They might not tell us.
No.
If you can't really do anything about it, do you tell the people?
No.
I want to know. I want to know.
Actually, did you guys? There's a couple movies about the meteor coming. Meteor is also a pretty valid apocalypse.
Yeah, there was. I can't remember the name.
There's Don't Look Up.
That's it.
Which
That's
came
the one
out,
I was thinking of.
In 2021, which was. You should watch it. I think you would like it a lot. More or less, they go through all of the trouble of telling people that a meteor is going to hit, only for the government to convince everybody that, no, why would there be a meteor that's going to hit? Clearly, it's not going to happen. Ignore the scientists.
And then for like the second half of the movie, it's like visible in the sky. And still no one's doing anything to stop it.
Because it's not going to hit.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Because the government told them it wasn't. Oh, boy. I will watch this movie.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's actually pretty good. And it's funny, too. Like, it's a good movie.
Or I was also thinking the Steve Carell one where, like, I need a friend for the end of the world or something.
Oh, I hadn't seen that one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Finding a friend for the end of the world.
It's a little bit of a
to
weird,
die with?
something like that. It's a weird one because Steve Carell has a love interest, and I think Keira Knightley.
Keira Nightingale.
For some reason, that's what I wanted to say, and that's not it.
Florence Knightley.
Nope.
Natalie Portman.
The one that looks like her, I think.
Kirsten Dunst.
Not that one.
But it was her earlier.
Was it Mary Jane from Spider-Man? Was it that
Which
one?
Kirsten Dunst.
Still not Kirsten Dunst.
Zendaya.
Also not that one. I don't think that she was a MJ.
She's an MJ?
No.
What do you?
The actress I'm trying to think of with Steve Carell was not an MJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zendaya's an MJ, dude.
I know Zendaya's an MJ.
Yeah, for sure. It was Emma Stone that was not an MJ because she was Gwen Stacy. Zendaya was an MJ and Kirsten Dunst was an MJ. Rob, I know more about Spider-Man than you. Just let it go. So Keira Knightley.
Is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
That is a person.
Keira Knightley is
Okay.
is the one that looks a lot like Natalie Portman.
But is not Natalie Portman.
No, she's Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza.
Does not look like them at all.
Says who?
My eyes.
Yeah, she doesn't look like you.
Well, your eyes are wrong.
Doesn't look like them at all.
They're the same person.
Padme.
Padme.
No, I think that was Natalie
which
Portman.
one's? Oh.
God damn it. Which one was the one in V for Vendetta?
No idea.
Oh.
Keira Knightley was in
One of them.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Keira Knightley was in Pirates of the Caribbean, though. Isn't she?
Yeah, that's the one. She's the one with Steve Carell.
Elizabeth Swan.
Yeah. She's the one with Steve Carell.
Okay.
The one that's the meteor's gonna kill.
Wait, okay, so the one in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Is Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley.
Right.
Is that V for Vendetta?
Never seen V for Vendetta.
Or is that Natalie Portman?
I've seen bits and pieces.
I am not sure.
I finally know who this person looks like. You had to say Pirates of the Caribbean for me to get there, but I got there. And V for Vendetta, I was starting, but...
I think they were actually both in The Phantom Menace, too, to further confuse everything.
They were. Keira Knightley played
the
bodyguard when they were both in the scene at the same time.
Yep.
Padme's a lookalike bodyguard, yeah.
Yep.
If they weren't in the scene at the same time, it was Natalie Portman playing her as well, I believe.
The directors knew from a young age they had something
Yeah, they apparently predicted things very well as to how things would progress.
Maybe. Hold on. One is a clone of the other.
Oh God, here we go.
Which one?
I don't fucking know.
What if?
Which sounds like more of a clone name. Kira or Natalie? I think Kira's the clone. I'm not gonna lie. That's just
They both have the hard like k sound. Clone Kira.
Yeah.
That seems like enough for me to go on.
That's what you're gonna go
what I
with
was
there?
going with.
Okay.
I mean, that sounded smart to me.
Clone apocalypse?
The clone
It's
apocalypse.
Kira apocalypse.
Actually, that's what us was.
That's what Star Wars was.
That's what I am.
Okay, we have. Oh, God damn it.
There. I don't know if you want to go about clones.
No,
feel
no,
free,
no,
Chris.
go ahead.
I was just gonna mention there kind of has been an actual apocalypse in human history, like
Which one?
in 1200 BC, the Bronze Age collapsed.
Yeah, we did mention this last time.
Are you sure? Did we?
You brought it up. Yeah.
It,
We didn't talk about it in depth, but you did bring it
then
up.
never mind.
No, we can talk about it.
Yeah, I don't remember very well.
Because we were because I brought up the fact that if I've had happened before, and you said that, and we were talking about Atlantis. Because I'm like, where did Atlantis go? Why did the pyramids, have a perfect fucking shape of the world or whatever? You know what I'm talking about.
I remember that now. Yeah.
What
okay,
happened with the Bronze Age collapse?
Every
Bronze.
major civilization in the world, except for maybe one in Central America, and the Nordic one, but that was already on the way out. Every civilization in the world within 50 years collapsed.
Wow.
Like, just all at once. Like, famine, there's like a whole bunch of factors. There's the fact that, like, in the, like, Middle East, Mesopotamia, where, like, most of it was, but there's also Indus Valley and China, there was collapse at the same time, too. But, like, in the Middle East, like, there's a bunch of factors. Famine, invasions, but, like, another thing, like, the Assyrians, when they conquered places, took down the walls. And then, so, when...
What do you mean, took down the wall?
They took down city walls. So that people couldn't use them to defend themselves against them again. So, in, like, a short period of time, cities all over the Middle East, like, lost their walls and defenses. So when famine started... and the cities got weaker and couldn't defend themselves, and nomadic tribesmen and hillsmen came in, there was nothing to stop. There was no walls, and nothing to stop them. They just, like, came into the cities and took over. And that's where, like you heard Aramaic? They were a pastoral tribe.
Wait.
Like, pastoral nomads.
I'd hate to do
That,
this
like,
to you.
no, what?
But so it's happened before? Eat the rich? Break down the walls?
Yep, no, nomads took out everybody.
I'm just saying.
The nomad apocalypse.
If history repeats itself, we got a chance. The walls are just different.
Yeah, they're all online.
But no,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I do want you to continue, but I couldn't not say it.
That's right. But yeah, they so that's like one factor. A lot of major cities just didn't have walls anymore. So when these nomadic pastoralists came in, they like were able to just take over. They
Claim the means of production.
basically like
One way to phrase
fucking
it, yeah.
and like that was just in the Middle East with Assyria specifically, but like there was a whole bunch of things like only
Still not a successful communist society then, because I mean, if they claim the means of production and they all collapse.
Yeah, it can't be done.
like only like, Egypt survived, but it never had another Egyptian ruler. Assyria survived, but it was no longer an empire. It was reduced back to its like heartland, like basically going back to a country instead of an empire. And then there was maybe like one or so others that like in the Middle East that survived like a little bit, but like everything
That's around.
else just collapsed.
That's around when Rome died, right?
No, that's 500 years before Rome as a kingdom started.
Yeah. Well, fuck me, man. I'm a little off.
Rome was around in the AD. We're talking 1200 BC.
Yeah. Rome kingdom started like 700, 750.
Shit.
But like the city of Rome. Like not their empire.
Oh well, yeah, no, yeah.
And then like
I knew that.
that lasted for like 500 years.
Because it always seems crazy to me that happened, and then there was another Dark Age.
Yeah. Like the Dark Ages came after a country conquered everything.
Yeah.
Like in Europe and North Africa. And the Middle East. Like everyone they controlled everything, and then it collapsed and went to shit.
Because like what is that?
Well, I mean, all the structure was gone.
Yeah.
Just like that. And everyone is like, okay, we're ruling ourselves now, but what does that mean? And what is my population made up of? And like what government systems do I even have in place to deal with any of this? Because it was all Rome.
Yeah, because it was all Rome. Rome was just the world.
Yeah.
That's
Like the Western world.
Yeah.
Because that's the fascinating part of like when England was trying to become what it has and became. Is that they were just trying to be like, oh yeah, we are so much worse than the Romans who were here before us, but we want to reclaim this land and be as good as they once were.
So like for like hundreds of years, the like writing disappeared in England after Rome left. There was like there's like one guy who wrote a book from like, and that's all the information we have from like 300 to 700 AD or something crazy like that. And then like that's where giants come from in English folklore. Is they thought giants used to rule the world because there were Roman ruins left over and no one knew what they were. Because Rome built shit there and then just disappeared, and then no one wrote anything down for hundreds of years. So people forgot.
I think England was one of the first territories that Rome abandoned when it was collapsing because it was just too it outreached itself.
Would assume so. It's like they went there for like PR reasons. They didn't.
Yeah.
That's actually super true.
Yeah, they were like, gotta conquer something. England.
Oh, yep. There's still people there we haven't conquered, but this is really hard and it's cold and shitty here. Let's just say screw this.
Yeah.
We'll tell them we won.
It, you know. Rome just was like,
England's Brexit from Rome.
Yeah, yeah, right. They've been doing it for hundreds of years.
Why stop now?
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, anyways,
so people are gonna kill ourselves long before everything else kills us. Is that the general consensus?
no.
I still think it's gonna be disease or Putin.
Putin?
Putin?
Like disease is gonna like. Come on.
He's saying
come on, brain.
Putin, like Russia.
I mean, like
if it happens quickly, then yeah. Then if it's nukes, then it's Putin.
Like we're gonna all get fucking it's done.
Cordyceps?
No.
Antibiotic resistant bacteria?
No, it's gone. I'm just making noises and stalling to hope that it comes back, but it's not gonna happen. So
I did. Because Last of Us zombies, I think, are probably a decent tier in there. I mean, it's just disease, but it's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's one that
that's my vote.
Last of Us zombies, Cordyceps virus.
I mean, not for what I think is going to happen, but what I want to happen.
I think a zombie apocalypse.
I don't want it to. I don't want.
No, it'd be so unbelievably horrible. Like apocalypse is already hard enough to deal with.
I want it to be quick.
Yeah, I think zombie apocalypse though doesn't destroy as much as the planet for the people trying to rebuild it. We just gotta kill all the people.
Like destroys all the people though.
Yeah, just most of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't end. Like if there was like a nuclear apocalypse or even like a disease that comes in, wipes out, and then disappears, like the people who are immune live. Like there's not anything around like that's still trying to kill them.
Well, if you just kill all the zombies.
If we could do that, it wouldn't be an apocalypse.
Well, it's just mostly an apocalypse. I mean, is it an apocalypse that everything needs to die, or is it that, society and life as it's known to be changes because of the apocalypse? We both said that we went through an apocalypse or two already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apocalypse, I don't think is every single human dying. That'd be extinction. It's a different layer of death.
Yeah.
Apocalypse is like the destruction of the order that we built, and a lot of people dying.
I still want it to be quick though. I'm not in on zombies. I'm thinking like meteor that like hits my house. That'd be pretty cool.
No,
I want to be the point of impact.
I want to. If there's gonna be an apocalypse,
I want to see it.
I want to see the post-apocalypse. I want to fucking scavenge and eat beetles.
Right now, I wouldn't want to live that long. Like if apocalypse happens and I know I'm gonna die off, I just hope I'm one of the early ones.
Nah, I'm in it to be post-apocalypse.
Yeah, it's the only chance you'll ever have to be a king.
Or free.
Free. Same thing, right?
Both, yeah, actually. But...
The only really free people were kings.
Right.
Only sometimes.
No, that's fair, but I don't know.
Yeah, not all kings, but all the free people were monarchs. Monarchs, kings and queens at some point.
I don't think I'd make it to the post.
Kev, you gotta have a little bit more faith in yourself.
It depends on the apocalypse.
If it's iguanas, I'm fucked.
Well, yeah, if you can't get your numbers past 3, then yeah, we're gonna have an
Yeah.
issue.
If it's iguanas,
We're
I'm
gonna
fucked.
leave you behind.
No one's gonna. Oof. Oh, we're all gonna be together. Oh, that's cute. Do you think that?
I'll tell you guys where to go once we stop recording.
For the iguana apocalypse specifically.
Well, any
You can
apocalypse.
come to my house if you want.
It's too far and it's the wrong direction.
How do you know?
I'm assuming nuclear. It's the wrong direction for a nuclear apocalypse.
I disagree.
No, you gotta go northwest to get to the Great Lakes, and then hug the Great Lakes around. So you avoid Boston, New York. Hug the Great Lakes around till you get past them, and then go straight south of Mexico.
I think we go
It's the only way you're gonna survive.
north.
That's an interesting choice.
I would go towards Greenland
Too cold. I don't want to live in a pocket. I don't.
or
that's
Iceland. Like either or. I'd want to go that way.
First off, it's
But the
across an ocean,
yeah, and
which
the
is
trade
a huge.
and the trade winds go right towards that area. So if there's going to be nuclear apocalypse fallout, clouds, radiation in the sky transferring via air currents, you don't want to be in Iceland.
You gotta.
No, I do because I want because then I get the genetic mutations part of it, but I wouldn't get so I get my superpower, right? But I wouldn't have any of the negative side effects.
Yeah, go talk to the people who tried to survive Chernobyl and see if they got superpowers.
So I'm sure some of them did.
Well, the Russia wouldn't tell us.
Right.
The radiation from a nuclear explosion would only be a threat for around 2 days. So first things first, you hide in your basement for 2 days. You don't come out. Then you go northwest.
Basement.
Get under your couch for 2 days. Something.
Okay.
The lower you can get, the better.
I think I could survive in the crawl space for a couple days.
You probably could. I just don't think you'd have a great time of it.
Those suck.
Yeah.
I probably could. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Oh well. So nukes are gonna do it.
Don't put conditioner in your hair. Go northwest. You're good.
Do you need to put conditioner in your hair if everybody's dead? Who are you trying to,
No, you
be
definitely-
conditioned
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely don't.
You do.
If
For
you
your own good.
for your own death.
No, if I'm gonna survive. No, I mean after the radiation goes away, I'm going back to putting conditioner in my beard.
All right.
Like it keeps it soft and I like the feeling. And it's for me, damn it. Okay?
It does feel good, dude. I don't do it often, but every time I do it, it feels great for the next day.
Oh, I do it most days. I have
No,
very
I-
soft beard.
Once
I never
you
think
should
to.
condition once a week. If you have a nice beard, you should condition at least once a week.
All right.
Thanks for the beard advice.
You're welcome. That's all we got for you, folks. Make sure you condition your beards.
But not immediately after an apocalypse, maybe.
Only if it's nuclear. If the ghost apocalypse happens, then I think you can still use conditioner. Shouldn't be a problem.
You'll probably be dead because there's probably a lot of them.
But if you're dead, you're now on the winning team.
Aha!
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
they recruit real fast.
Ghost. Oh yeah, everyone just becomes a ghost.
I mean, I don't really know how ghost rules work, but probably.
Do you think there would be no? Because there'd have to be ghosts fighting ghosts. Right. So
We're
it'd be like-
starting
no,
again.
No, we're done. We're wrapping it up.
Ghost Civil War!
The Ghost Civil War.
Tony Stark's there. He's on the ghost side.
Oh no! Fighting Robert Downey Jr. on the living side.
It's been a pleasure coming back.
It's been a pleasure having you back.
Yeah, it was fun. We talked about more apocalypses, kind of.
Yeah, we got there.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah,
It's all you need.
that's all you need. That's all we need.
It's all you need. Points at microphone.
And that's all you need because you know it's all we need, and you're there for us, we hope.
Yeah, you listened. And that's a good thing.
For us, not you. You're probably deranged. You should stop listening to us, probably.
But that's okay, because we appreciate you getting through it just like we did.
Getting through it.
Just like we did.
Just like we did.
We got through it somehow. You did too.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah. And remember, we love you.
He does.